Okay, we are live. I am super excited to be here again. I know you're excited also, Courtney, to be here again. We are super excited we're finally an influential women in business conference that started back in July and goes all the way to October 21st. So we're super excited about the women that are coming on here, sharing about their business, who they are, and what they do. Well, I am your host, Oluwafunke Fullenwider, and I go by Sunshine, the CEO and founder of Next Level 2 Women Entrepreneur, where we provide speaking events for women entrepreneurs to get on the platform to expose who they are, what they do, and most of all, expose their passion and their purpose and their love for what they do and the people they do it for. So please grab your notepads, your pens, anything that you have as a note-taking device, and be ready to take any notes that's going to help you to get to the next level. But most of all, write down their contact information at the end so that way you can be able to get in contact with them. You can keep track of what Next Level is doing by going to the website talktosunshine.info. Well, enough about me. I'm super excited about our guest on tonight, Courtney Robinson. Oh, there's so much I could say about this woman. This is a woman that I trust, I respect, and a woman that I have high regards for. She really walks the walk for what she even preaches about. So you're going to be able to even not just hear a great value from her, but if you look on her social media page, you'll be able to pick up, tidbits here and there that can really help you to continue to grow and expand your wardrobe. If you're like me, when I look at my wardrobe, I'm like, oh, I need more. I don't need that. Well, she's going to help us be able to sort out all the confusion. So let me tell you a little bit about Courtney. She's a stylist with Image by Courtney. She's been building her business for over 4 years, probably it's 5 now or 6.
Well, 6, yeah.
That's what I was about to say. It's probably over 6 years because I've known her for many years now. She is energetic about helping women show up as the best version of themselves. How many of us need to show up for the best version of ourselves? Well, she's the woman that's going to help us to do that, not just next week or next year, no, today. Okay. So without further ado, Courtney Robinson, I'm going to go ahead and drop the mic over to you. And thank you for being on the broadcast again.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be on. I enjoy every single time that you invite me into this world, this platform, your audience, so that I can share what I am so super passionate about, which is helping women redefine and refine their wardrobe so that they can, curate something that really is the most authentic reflection of themselves. So I just want to jump right into it because I have some awesome information to share today about your visual resume. So, this is a topic that has a lot of significance, yet it's often overlooked. And that is the power of your visual identity or your visual resume. So it's about letting your unique style convey a story long before you ever open your mouth. So let's dive right into it. And I'm going to go counterclockwise as I explain some of these items that I feel are really important to your visual resume. So starting with your personal style statement. So I want you to envision entering a room where even before you speak, your presence is felt. This is the magic of your personal style. It's about staying true to yourself, maintaining consistency, yet also remaining adaptable, because your attire serves as a visual manifestation of your resume, your principles, and your aspirations. And so when we look at your executive and entrepreneurial presence, because I work with some powerhouse women, I want you to know that confidence is your most powerful accessory. Dressing with confidence not only enhances your presence, but it also helps you have this irresistible magnetism that draws people to you. So, paying attention to details signals that you take a meticulous approach in everything that you do. So, I want you to keep in mind that your wardrobe can mirror your leadership qualities, and it can also foster trust and inspire those that are around you. Now, when it comes down to your personal brand, I want you to think, what does my narrative um, what narrative does my wardrobe tell, right? Your personal brand is far beyond your logo. It's really about embodying your essence through your wardrobe. So when you stay aligned with your values and you express them through your style, you're really making an authentic and a memorable personal brand. And you transform into this walking emblem of your resume, and you're able to make a really lasting impression. Even your passions can find expression in your wardrobe. So consider, a scarf that really mirrors your love for travel or echoes your passion for art. When you wear pieces that reflect your interest, you ignite conversations and you forge connections. So, how many of you have experienced this, right? Passion has a very contagious quality. And so, your wardrobe serves as a messenger for you. Now, when it comes down to your personality, whether through color, patterns, whether you're minimalistic or someone who loves bold choices, your wardrobe should mirror your personality. Feel free to express yourself freely. Don't be confined to the trends or to what someone else is doing, but explore and discover what really resonates with the person that you are and the person that you aspire to be. Because your style isn't merely the clothes. It's a dynamic reflection of your journey. And, on to lifestyle. Naturally, your lifestyle has various dimensions. So why should you be one dimensional? The key here is to ensure that your fashion choices are functional and that they complement your daily life. So whether you find yourself in a boardroom or in a cozy coffee shop, your outfit should seamlessly adapt to your environment and, the essence that you are in that moment. So remember, when your wardrobe aligns with your personal style values, it becomes a profoundly nurturing self care, act of self care, and well being. And we all want that, right? So, your visual resume is a tale that's eager to be shared. So, I don't want you to dismiss your personal style as something that's superficial because it's far from it. Your personal style is a language that conveys who you are, your ambitions, and your principles. And once again, it's about embracing authenticity, being confident, and being adaptable. So when you achieve this, you're really crafting a style narrative that captivates, connects, and really leaves an indelible mark. And that's what we all want. So when you stand before the mirror each morning, I want you to keep in your mind that you hold the brush to paint your visual resume, right? And it can be one that really compels people to listen to what you have to say, what you have to offer, and what you want to share with the world. I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes, and it's, you can have anything in life you want if you're willing to dress for it. And Edith Head said that. And I want you to carry that with you, because when you dress with purpose and you speak with intent, you are letting your visual resume resonate very profoundly. So, thank you for your time today for me to be able to share those brief points with you. I hope that you found some of those things very useful, because they're really tangible things that you can do to elevate your style today. So, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I love the visualization of it, because truly when we get up and we get dressed and we put the clothes on, we're looking in the mirror. I never even thought of it this way. We are really looking at every angle and every area, make sure it looks really, really good. Everything is aligned. I'm just curious, I know as women, as we're dressing for different occasions and different scenarios that we have to put on or either going shopping, what makes it easy for you to, I don't know if easy is a good word, but what makes it easy for you to be able to really pick out the right wardrobe for the right setting? Like what are some questions you ask yourself to make sure that you are dressed appropriate for whatever settings you're going to?
Right. Basically, you want to know what you want to be very clear about what that setting is. For instance, I have an event that I'm going to this week on Thursday. I was invited by another one of my entrepreneur friends, and she said it's like an organization, a women's organization, who's hosting a dinner for entrepreneurs. And she's one of the members of the organization, and she purchased a table and decided to invite all of her friends to come and join her. So it's an evening event. It starts at 6:30. So one of the first things I asked her was, "Can you tell me what the dress code is?" Because it's an event and it's in the evening and it's other entrepreneurs, it really could have gone any way, really. It could be something formal. It could be something more cocktail oriented. It could still be business. It could be business casual. There are all these different ways. So I just asked to be on the safe side, and she confirmed that it was business dress. So when I learned that, then I had to think, okay, how do I want to show up and represent myself? I'm going to be around other entrepreneurs. I'm going to be around people that I've never met. I'm going to be building rapport and relationships, of course, to represent myself, my brand, and my business. So how do I want to show up? And the question is, I just want to show up very authentic, and I want to show up powerful. I want to show up as the stylist who's sharp, right? I want them to say, when they say, "Well, what does she do?" And I say, "Oh, I'm a stylist, a personal stylist, and an image coach." I want them to say, "And you look like it," right? So that was the feel that I'm going for. So I took 3 suits to the dry cleaners on Saturday, and I'm still choosing between them. But one of them is a black tux like suit. So it's just a black suit, but it's got tuxedo like lapels with the matching pants. So I could do all monochromatic black on black. And, I love that. But that's like ordinary, right? I think what makes that particular suit stand out is the fact that it looks like a tuxedo top, right? So that's an option. The second option is I have this really powerful red suit, right? So what's cool about that is it has a peplum back. The blazer does. So it's gonna really accentuate my figure. Red is a power color. It emotes emotion, and it's gonna make me stand out. And I love that suit too. And then I've got something more classic and kind of like more aligned with the trend now, which is a pink suit. It's a pastel pink suit. I've worn it a lot because I'm a fan of wearing your clothes. That's why you buy them. You invest in nice things so that you can wear them over and over again. And when you do that, you don't get tired because they're nice and you can pair them with different things. But that one's also, it's a little bit different in that the blazer doesn't have buttons on it. It's a little bit more relaxed, but the pink is stunning. It's a wide leg pant. So it's just a different look. So I've got those 3 options to choose from, right? And so to your point, what choice am I going to make for the environment that I'm in? And I think I've narrowed it down to either the black tux or the red. And I'm still kind of wavering between the two. But it's like the difference is, do I want to do this very classic monochromatic, because monochromatic outfits are very impressive and can be, or do I want to make a splash with the red? So that's what it boils down to. So I hope that's a good example of when you're going to an event, understanding what type of event it is, who's going to be there, who's going to be represented, and then most of all, how you want to represent yourself. And it doesn't have to be just a business event. This applies to personal events when you're going out as well. How are you going to embrace your personality? How do you want to show up? How do you want to represent yourself and your personal brand? So, a long winded answer to your question, but I hope that that really illustrates
Oh,
how you
no,
would do that.
that definitely illustrates. Now, thank you for giving us a step to think about what tone do we want to set. I mean, it almost sounds like you're saying we also define the statement that we want people to really say about us. One thing I notice that you focus on often is that we leave lasting impressions. What does that mean? Because it seems like you're always, that's a main focus of yours.
You're right. That's what fashion is all about. And when you're consistent in how you show up, that's what people come to know and see you as. And it speaks to your brand. You are your brand. You know, I talk about that a lot all the time. You are your brand. Like when people see you, you are representing your brand. So you can't show up one way and then represent your brand in a different way. It's all or nothing. People see you for who you are, your personality, all of the things, the good and the bad, right? That's what encompasses you. And people are appreciative and they really resonate with people who are real, right? And who are authentic. And sometimes authenticity can be curated. People do that all the time. But I think when you really interface with someone, you talk with them, you chat with them, that's when the real person comes out. But you still want to be visually appealing. You still want people to want to be attracted to you in the sense that they want to talk to you, that you're magnetic, and that they want to either get to know you or learn about you. When I walk into that room of people that I don't know, I want people to want to approach me. I want to look approachable, and I want to look like someone who's important. I want them to say, I've never seen her before. Who is she? I want to get to know her. Let me stroll over here and say hi and introduce myself. And I think you can do that just by based on how you choose to dress. You can look inviting and welcoming.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The fact is, I remember going to a networking event and people were dressed casually, and here I am walking in. I'm like, okay, this is amazing. And you're right. And a lot of networking events, before you open your mouth, the first thing they do is look at you and to even see, okay, is this person really serious before I even talk to them? So I love that you took time to express that. How can people get in touch with you? What platforms are you on? What things do you even have coming up that you'd like to invite others to even connect and join with you? Can you share that with us?
Absolutely. So I am on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, and of course, I'm on Facebook. So LinkedIn, I'm under my name, Courtney Robinson. Facebook, my business profile is Image by Courtney, and the same on Instagram, Image by Courtney. So on LinkedIn, I've just launched a series of newsletters where I'm talking about the C-suite experience, and I'm talking about really pivotal wardrobe items that women who are executives, women who are building their brand, women who are upwardly mobile professionals, entrepreneurs who are really, craving that visibility. I'm talking about items that they can invest in that will help them show up powerfully. And so I just launched that newsletter, and I'm talking about 16 C-suite items checklist. It's a checklist that you can use, and you can download the checklist. And once you do, you will go into my email sequence where I'm telling you about each of those items. Every week, I'm going to share something new with you and show you how you can style that and what you can do to incorporate that into your wardrobe. So if you're someone who's really looking to be very intentional about building your wardrobe, refining your wardrobe, or learning more about how to choose pieces that really represent you, like for instance, one of the things on the list is a blazer, right? But the blazer that you might choose, Sunshine, and the blazer that I might choose would be different because we have different personalities, likes, passions, all of that. So when I say choose a blazer, it's not a one size fits all for everybody. It's really based on you and your personality and how you want to show up, your authenticity. So that's one way that you can get connected, get that free resource, and get some continual support. Also, I always want to promote my weekly devotional, Poise and Promises, which we're in week 23 now. I can't believe it. And every Sunday, I am dropping in your inbox at 5 a.m. a devotional that really addresses where style meets faith, where fashion meets faith. So it's a scripture that encourages you, but it also speaks to how you can show up as your best self and represent yourself in your faith. So if that's something that you'd like to be encouraged with, I get so much great feedback from the people who are receiving that on a weekly basis. And it is so encouraging that women are being empowered by that weekly devotional. So again, that's Poise and Promises. You can find me on Instagram at Poise and Promises. And right in the bio, you can actually click on that and subscribe to that weekly devotional. So those are some of the ways that you can come into my ecosystem and really experience what it's like to work with a personal stylist like myself. And of course, there are ways that you can look on my link tree on my Instagram page and tap into more of the services and things that I offer. But that's what I have going on now. I do have a workshop coming up, a face-to-face workshop coming up that I'm planning on executing, where I'm teaching and empowering women here locally where I am. It's going to be, I'm putting on my very own workshop. And so that's something that's in the works. It's going to be in early November. I'll start promoting that in a little while as I start to build that out and figure out the topics and some of the things that I want to talk about. But those are some of the things that I'm working on now and some of the ways that you can get in contact with me.
Well, congratulations on that upcoming workshop. You're doing such amazing work. I mean, every time I'm talking to you or connecting with you, it's something always going on in your business and your network and organization. So I want to say thank you so much for all what you're providing. So many resources for women to be able to plug in and to get the tools that they need to show up as their best. This has been your mission for, you said, what, going on 6 years?
Plus years, exactly, since 2017, right?
Awesome. So that lets me know that you are expert and you're the person that can really help women to really bring out the best of themselves within their wardrobe. So I want to say thank you all for coming on to the broadcast. Thank you for all those that are going to listen to a replay. If you love what you're hearing here, then continue to tune in as we come on weekly to bring you more and more information about what opportunities you can take advantage of or things that you can use right now in your business to continue to grow and expand. Again, thank you, Coach Courtney, for coming onto the platform. We love every time you show up with the great value that you bring on every platform. I am your host, Sunshine Fullenwider, CEO and founder of Next Level 2 Women Entrepreneurs. Until next time, everybody have a wonderful night and be blessed.
Thank you.